Hello and welcome to Franklin Gateway Sports Complex here in Marietta High School. Potros FC U23s hosting UFA Lawrenceville for UPSL Division 1 week number 4. This is the third game for Potros. This is going to be the fourth game for UFA Lawrenceville. So coming into this game, two teams on close to the top of the table with good starts to the season. UFA Lawrenceville with 2 wins and a draw, no losses up to this point. Potros FC with a win and a loss last time out against the league leaders Atletico Buford 2. So both teams looking to secure some points as Atletico Buford dropped points last night and a loss to Chattanooga FC's U20s. So this will be an opportunity for both of these teams. UFA Lawrenceville have the opportunity to go up top, and Potros FC have a chance to bounce back after their 4-0 loss last week, looking to try to cement themselves in those playoffs positions and fighting for the top spots. So we're getting ready with the final checks, and the Potros will be in white, UFA Lawrenceville will be in red. So a few minutes away, we'll be back to bring you that action. Here we are, just moments away from kickoff. The team's about to walk out. Potros FC U23 home against UFA Lawrenceville in UPSL Division 1. Potros looking to bounce back after the defeat away from home last week. UFA Lawrenceville still unbeaten this season, looking to continue their good form. Team's about to walk out. We'll take a look at some of the starting lineup. Benji Prophet starting in goal. Chris Johnson, Danny Marietta, Nolan Daly, and Tristan Hammond starting in the back line. Mateo Diaz, Dominic Mendy, and starting in the midfield, as well as Brendan Fry. And up front, Hugo Isuka gets his first start of the season with Alejandro Melendez and Vincent Mendy. Some moments from kickoff. I'm Christopher Uranga, bringing you this match live from Marietta, Georgia, here at Franklin Gateway Sports Complex. Home field for Potros today was home for Potros many seasons ago. For the fans who have been along for the ride along the way might remember those days. We return back to Franklin Gateway for this UPSL Division 1 action here on a rainy Sunday evening. A bit chilly as the temperatures drop. Perfect weather for those on the field to be running, and without getting too hot. Last week was a bit hotter day with the sun in our faces. Today's cloudy, a bit of a drizzle, and nice and cool temperatures. So final checks for UFA Lawrenceville as they are getting their final preparations. They showed up a bit late for the warm-ups, and so they're getting a little bit behind. Potros and the all-white, as you can see, lined up there. A couple of reinforcements in this Potros U23 squad, as we saw last week. Chris Johnson and Dalen Allen, both coming down from the Premier. They don't qualify for U23, but they're helping the team out this week to help the team solidify, get some extra minutes as well. Brendan Fry also, although he does qualify for U23, he's also part of that Premier setup, comes in and starts today. So moments away as the teams get ready to line up. We're going to have the national anthem, and then we'll bring you this kickoff for this match. And the players get their final handshakes in. Potros FC in white, U23s. If you missed the starting lineup a moment ago, Benji Prophet wearing the captain band today, starting in goal. The defensive lineup will be Danny Moreira, Nolan Daly, Tristan Hammonds, and Chris Johnson. In the midfield, Mateo Diaz, Brendan Fry, and Dominic Mendy. In the front, Hugo Isuka will be alongside him will be Alejandro Melendez and Vincent Mendy. So moments away from the kickoff, we'll see if any changes. We did not get a roster from UFA Lawrenceville. One of the notable players, Oliver Gomez, previously played with Potros FC. He's also the club's top scorer this season for UFA. Will be starting for them, so we will see him. We don't have a roster, so we don't have names for the rest of the players. As they get their final talks in the huddle, we're going to see how this one plays out. Again, UFA Lawrenceville coming into the game with 2 wins and a draw in 3. Potros with 1 win and 1 loss. This is their 3rd game today. We'll see the previous results. UFA Lawrenceville had a 2-0 win last week against Dalton United 2. They had a 3-0 win against Club the Strongest Atlanta the week before. And in the opening week, they had a 3-3 draw with Mableton FC. And Potros had a 3-2 win against Chattanooga FC's U20s in week 2. They had a bye in week 1. That one was played at home, but played at Lake Point Sports Complex. And today we're at Franklin Gateway. And then last week they went away to Atletico Buford in a game that was 0-0 at halftime. They had opportunities, but ultimately they fell 4-0. They're looking to try to bounce back today and get a better result. We'll see. Potros with the kickoff. Potros going to be with the kickoff, moving from left to right on your screen. UFA moving from right to left in red and black. Potros in white. Abraham Macias looking to try to improve the team as they start to keep on developing this U23 squad. They're young players looking to try to reinforce the Premier squad. And today, some of the Premier squad also reinforcing. And we kick off here in Marietta, Georgia. Game starting off. Ball played back to Daly. Daly sending the ball forward. One back by UFA quickly. And now Hammond's getting to that ball first. It's going to look like it's going to be a back and forth game the way this game is starting. We'll see if either team's able to kind of settle the game down. So far, it's just a very direct game so far. Here's a hard tackle there from Melendez. Came in late, and a lot of these U23 players going to be trying to prove themselves, getting their first starts today. Only 2 of the players in the starting lineup started last week. That's Nolan Daly and Tristan Hammonds, the 2 center backs today. Everyone else did not start last week. Some of them came off the bench, some getting their first appearance of the season, such as Vincent Mendy, who's...
Is there a link to the Potros FC UPSL? I'm sorry? Potros FC UPSL. Okay, perfect. Is that on Google or YouTube? YouTube, okay, perfect.
And here's a chance for Potros as they win the ball back in the final third, but a foul called against. And so that will stop the play. So apologies for those at home about the camera angles a little bit slanted. We're going to try to get that fixed as the game goes on. We have a little bit of a makeshift setup here at the park, the way that the park is set up. So we will get that corrected in a minute. But here's UFA trying to play out from the back. Here's Oliver Gomez, a former Potros player. Quick passes to the middle. Also, looks like there might be another former player, Obed Samaron, there as well for UFA. 2 players who spent a couple seasons with Potros. They left to get more opportunities, and they're playing today. Here's Marietta on the throw. Marietta with the ball down the line. Finds the feet of Mendy, whose first touch is to the center. Finds his brother, Dominic Mendy. Ball through, looking for the run of Vincent, but it's going to be too far, and we'll roll out for a goal kick. Here's UFA playing out from the back again. Potros putting the pressure, keeping the ball in dangerous positions. Falls to the feet of Fry. Fry trying to get it under control. Connects with Marietta, 2 players who have made appearances with the Premier squad this season, getting the start today, helping to reinforce. Here's a chance for UFA. Can't get through the midfield so far. Pressure from Isuka, forcing them all the way back to the keeper. Long ball to the middle, found a UFA player. Mateo Diaz getting his head to that one and trying to send it wide. That's a lot wider field, about 15 yards wider than what we saw last week in the game against Buford. About a 75-yard wide field, one of the widest that they'll probably play on this season. But so far, UFA having a hard time getting through the Potros midfield. This time they'll try with a throw, finds the feet of the forward, and Marietta putting a strong challenge in. Now the ball coming over the top and trying to connect again, but again out of bounds. Potros doing a good job so far with the pressure to make the field small for UFA. Ball slipped on the throw, didn't reach the target he was hoping for, but they get the second ball. Here's Diaz looking for Dominic Mendy. Mendy putting a foot in the challenge. And now Diaz once again there to break it up. Fry flicking it on. Chance if they can get possession, but not this time. Johnson getting across to his head there. Profit's going to let it roll into the box. Profit looking to send the ball long. A great ball over the top. If they can get onto this one, it's a chance here. Here's Vincent Mendy. His touch just too heavy in front of him. And that was a great opportunity for Potros right there. The ball from Benji Profit all the way in behind, leaving Mendy right in front of the goal, but unable to bring the ball down and under control to put a shot away. They continue to press Potros. Here's Melendez on the far side, connecting with Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson was a champion with Potros in multiple seasons, was a part of the squad when they won the spring 2024 regular season, and then also part of the fall spring 2025 playoff champion team. Didn't get as much minutes as he did in previous seasons, but continues to work with the team and comes down to help out the U23s today with his experience, to help offer a little bit of extra support on the defense, especially with some injuries, some key players who are out due to injury or unavailability. So Potros U23s have been trying to make up for those missing pieces, having to bring some players from the premier squad down to help out. They've got to defend well here. UFA getting into the final third for the first time with this throw. See what they can do with it. Throw in towards the center. Hammonds is there to quickly win it back, but UFA keeping the ball in the attacking half. Brendan Fry doing a good job there to help out defensively. Here's UFA again, coming to the attack. A foul called. Difficult to see from here what exactly happened. We're a bit far away from the field. But a free kick here for UFA. About 35 yards, goes short wide. A chance to put a cross in. Cross towards the center. Missed by two players, and now on the far side. UFA trying to get control. They're doing a good job so far in the final third, but Mendy putting a tackle in that time. That's Vincent Mendy. Here's Fry with some space in front of him. Plays it in front of Isuka. And a good work there from the UFA defense to cut it out. But now Potros from a quick play, one tackle and one ball forward, and now they're in the final third. Again, for the viewers at home, apologies for the slanted camera angle. We will try to get that fixed when we have the opportunity. For now, we will continue this way. Get a throw in. Danny Marietta coming forward to take it. Gets it into the box. Not dealt with by the UFA player and goes out for a corner. Corner, Marietta going to be the one to take it. Puts it low to the front post. No one there from Potros. Second ball on the edge is Nolan Daly. Just not able to keep it down, but a great opportunity, and Potros continues to knock at the door. First real shot of the game. That one just too high from Nolan Daly. Take a look at that one again. As the play comes back into play, UFA playing out. We'll get back to live in a second. Just take a quick look at that opportunity. UFA played it out from the goal kick, and Potros continuing to put the pressure, block the ball into the midfield, and now UFA in their own corner with a throw. Ball thrown down the line. Marietta once again getting to it. Marietta, who made many appearances last season with the Premier team, mostly off the bench. Did get a few starts last season. Started a couple games at the beginning of this season as well. Normally plays in the midfield, has since taken up a right back role with both the Premier squad and today with the U23s to impress and support both teams. Very young player, I believe he's only 19. Right start to the game for Potros, putting the pressure on, dealing with the pressure from UFA well. Still work to do. Ball comes into the box. Mateo Diaz there on the front to head it out. Marieta's going to try to keep it in, but doesn't get the right contact. UFA with another throw. Continuing to press. UFA Lawrenceville, I believe this is their first season in the UPSL, following other youth academies who have come into the UPSL, such as Georgia Impact and AFC Lightning, among others. Nice flick on there by Ugo Isuka. Vincent Mendy trying to find control. Now gets it to the middle to Diaz. Diaz ball forward, was looking for Fry, was over his shoulder. Too far for him to get to it. Ideas are there. You can see a bit of better connection compared to last week. Marietta winning that one at midfield. Second ball bounces. A foul there by Mateo Diaz. Trying to win the ball back, and the UFA player was able to get to it first. Mateo Diaz had no choice but to pull him down, try to stop him from moving forward with the ball, and now Potros will have to defend again. UFA connecting here. Shouts for a handball. It looked like it came off the arm of Diaz, but it was in a natural position right by his side. And a ball here, a mistake there from the keeper. Usuka gets a touch on it, and Melendez not quick enough to get to it, but a chance there. A little bit of a miscommunication between the UFA back line. It ends up being a corner. Looks like Isuka's touch might have taken a slight deflection. We'll take a look in a second. In fact, as the referee looks like he stops the play, we'll see. Might be able to take a quick look as they get set up for this corner. We'll cut back if we need to, but a ball forward from Marietta. A dangerous one, a miscommunication between the UFA players, and Asuka got his foot in the way. Believe it deflected off the keeper. Ball's back into play, cross in. Headed away by UFA. Hammond's here on the back post trying to bring it back down. Marietta with pressure. Calmly plays into the space, and second pressure there, but gets tripped up in the process and wins a free kick. Potros continuing to put the pressure on. They had a great opportunity a second ago, almost capitalizing off of the mistake from the UFA defense. Another chance here. Marietta on the front post. Only goes to a UFA player. Now cleared. Hammonds gets to it first. Back into the middle. UFA playing it forward again. Ball spinning. Has some spin. Stays in. And UFA player puts it down to the corner. Hammonds using his speed and strength to get back and defend. Now finding Fry in the middle. Fry with some space. Plays it to Mendy. Can't get his touch to it. Back to the keeper. From UFA. Cleared out. Marieta's header to the middle. Won by UFA and now brought down. Ball over the top. Stays on side. Flag stays down. Marietta recovering well to get that one out. So UFA player on that challenge went down. We did mention UFA essentially because of traffic. We're not sure. They showed up quite late to the game for the preparations. Maybe didn't get a complete warm-up in. And now one of the players down after that contact. Get treatment. take a minute here to see if we can correct the camera. Be back in a second.
What's wrong?
Here, it's kind of slanted.
So why should
Right side. Move the camera to the right now.
move the camera to the
I knew you were talking about
No, the other side. Like when the ball's on this side. The other half. Just for a second.
Arthur's on the way. Oh, my man is coming.
all the way to the house?
Yeah.
Gotta make sure you.
Zoom in.
All right, bro. Let's not be no shit right now.
Okay. We'll do it later. We'll try it. We'll just take it.
My man is coming. One.
So throw in. Gonna be a throw in restart for UFA. The player back on his feet who was seeking attention. It's gonna have to remove from the field for a second. And we'll re-enter. UFA will temporarily play with 10 players on this throw. UFA's throw, the edge of the box, headed down by Daly. Cleared away by Brendan Fry. Isuka in a foot race over here with UFA's defender. UFA shielding the ball off. Isuka gets a touch to it. Did it come off a UFA player? We'll see the referee's decision. And it will be a goal kick. So it came off of Isuka. They playing back short as they have since the beginning of the game. Trying to play through the middle. Potros has dealt with it well so far. This time Johnson in the way. Stepping up. No, sorry, that was actually Dominic Mendy who got in the way. Ball thrown back in, hits off of the UFA player. No foul given by the ref, and Potros will have a chance to put the throw back in. Asuka bringing it down, trying to connect with Fry. It was just too high for him. Mendy putting a foot in, doesn't get it. Now the ball's played in behind. Johnson's going to get to that one first. Back to Profit. Profit. Ooh, a hard challenge there. Profit took a nasty one there. Dirty challenge from the UFA player. Should possibly a card on that one. See what the referee decides. Pass from Johnson was just a little bit too slow. Profit was able to clear the ball away, and the UFA player came crashing in. No card shown. Gets away with it that time. Luckily, Profit is back on his feet. Is okay. Put the ball forward. Looking for Mendy, headed by a UFA player into the feet of Isuka. Isuka leaves it off for Melendez. Melendez not able to get it. Looks like it would have been offside either way. And it would have been offside on Melendez because the original ball to Isuka came from the UFA player. But the referee decides to give a goal kick instead. And UFA, this time they decide to go long. And very short. Johnson able to get in the way. Now a UFA throw. With high pressure. Seems to have started the season well. The even battle so far, and a foul is going to be called there against Fry. UFA putting the ball back in, playing it in behind. Keeps it in at the near post. Nobody there on the back post. Comes all the way through, and now Mendy there to pick it up, but decides to let it roll. And it set a touch off Potros. UFA gets it back in quickly before anyone can even contest. Hammond's in the way to get it forward. Isuka trying to get to it. UFA having a bit of possession now. UFA finding a bit of danger with those balls over the top. Here they come again. Daly this time gets it that one, but second ball falls to a UFA player who now has pressure from Johnson. Johnson with the second attempt gets the challenge in, and now a loose ball in the middle. Isuka coming back to pick it up. Hard challenge on him, wins it back for UFA, and now a chance for them to open the scoring. From a tight angle, Hammonds does well to get in the way of that one. Tristan Hammonds Started each game this season at center back. Doesn't normally play as a center back, but as we've mentioned the last 2 weeks, his physical attributes allow him to do the job there that's needed for this team. He's been one of the standout players, and after that 4-0 defeat last week, he's only one of 2 players who gets the start again this week. Shows the rotation that Abraham Macias is doing to get minutes to his players, but also try different things to see what works best. So ball into the box, Johnson gets across to it. UFA player can't control the second one and cleared now by Marietta. Here's Diaz with pressure. Goes right into it, and a foul called against UFA. A little bit of a harsh call against UFA. Appeared to be to the ball, but Mateo Diaz got a little bit of contact after the fact. Referee felt that contact was enough to warrant a foul. From my position up here, it didn't look like it had to be a foul. Put in by Profit, headed by UFA. Player from UFA putting pressure, came from an offside position. The flag goes up, and now the call will be made. So we could see clearly from where we are here that the player was in an offside position. Referee waited a second to see where the ball was going to land and if the player was going to get involved. Did put pressure on the Potros player, so did get called for the offside. Although he didn't touch the ball, he was still impacting. Ball played in by Potros, cleared away by UFA. Just a little bit of back and forth here at the middle. Now to the feet of Alejandro Melendez. Tried to turn, wins the throw. Johnson on the throw. The rain starts to pour down a bit heavier here in Marietta. Finds the feet of Mendy. Johnson playing it to the middle, finding Hugo Asuka. Flicked on to Moreda with pressure on his back. Moreda gets past one, into the space, looking for a chance to put a cross in, still has the pressure. A challenge, still with Moreda on the edge of the box, plays it across now. Took a contact as the UFA player swung at it. Stays down in the time being, ball's now still in possession with Potros back at midfield. Johnson was trying to play behind, gonna be too heavy. Go out for a goal kick. Foul this time against Brendan Fry. He was putting the pressure on high up the field. UFA looking to play in behind again. They found success a few times that way. This time Johnson's able to head it down to the feet of Mendy. Mendy's ball through. A nice tackle there, but Fry on the loose ball. Here's Melendez on the far side. Melendez goes himself into the box. Cross to the back post. Into the hands of the UFA keeper. Chances are coming. A good tackle there by Mateo Diaz. Diaz to the middle, finding Mendy. Mendy with pressure from behind, loses possession, gets it back right away. Moreda. Calmly looking to find the spaces, tried to play it between. Brendan Fry there to clean it up. Keep Potros in possession. Now Chris Johnson. Johnson to the middle, finding Asuka, flicks it onto the back post. Melendez trying to get it down, was in an onside position, came from behind, but can't get through the player. Here's a chance for Mendy, tries the one-time shot, wasn't able to bring it down quick enough. Pressure continuing from Potros. That one again, as Melendez did really well to keep it in play. Didn't get into the box with possession, but eventually fell to Mendy, just not able to bring it down. Not the contact he was looking for. Ball's back into play. One back by Mateo Diaz. Here's Dominic Mendy. Under pressure, loses possession. Nice work from the Potros midfield to continue running and putting the pressure, making it difficult for UFA, allowing the wingers to come back and help defend. Much better performance so far this week.
You're on a blanket. I'm gonna get my umbrella. Wait, I'm gonna go. Is there anything else? Just try me. Try me.
And play continues. We stepped away for a second to make sure that the lights were coming on in the facilities. Back now as Hammonds puts the ball in behind. Isuka in a clear offside position. Took it down anyway. We should have the lights coming on soon here at Franklin Gateway. UFA putting the ball back into the front. Hammonds dealing with the first ball. Second ball falls to Mendy with pressure. Working together with his brother to get it back in possession. A ball over the top by Vincent Mendy. Not dealt with by UFA. Here's a chance for Ugo Isuka in front of the goal. Gets it down. Brought down in the process. No call. It's going to be a goal kick. But Ugo Isuka getting in the right positions. Got his foot to the ball on that one. In the process was taken down by the keeper a little bit late. It was not that much in that. So a good call from the ref, from my opinion, as the contact kind of happened. Keeper just kind of stood his ground and then they kind of came together. So no foul was the right call in my opinion. But a good opportunity there from Ugo Isuka to open the scoring. They'll try again. Here's Brendan Fry. Playing it back in behind again. Keeper hesitating a bit, but decides to let it roll to into the box so he can pick it up. His clearance not dealt with by Diaz, but got a touch on it. And Marietta is able to get back in possession. Has a lot of space in front of him. Marietta going himself, gets past one. Tackle on the second. And a yellow card going to be shown to Danny Marietta for the grab on the UFA player.
At least talk to the other guy. At least talk to the other player.
UFA struggling to get out from the back all game. Now they're starting to send the balls forward, hoping for a flick on. That ball's not a good one. It falls to Fry. Second ball, Fry's there again. Now finds the feet of Vincent Mendy. Mendy trying to get control, does well to cut inside once, but this time running straight into a UFA player, gets a tackle in. Here's Isuka. Tried to play it through to Dominic Mendy, not able to get control. Nolan Daly reading that play well to stop the quick counter. A foul called there against Dominic Mendy. Dominic Mendy and Vincent Mendy both getting their first appearances for the squad today, both getting the first start. Done well to see the aggressiveness from those two helping out. Here's a chance for Mendy. Dominic Mendy was trying to turn. Now he wins it back on the second attempt. Here's Isuka with pressure, does well to connect with the Fry. Fry wide to Melendez. Just a bit too much for Melendez to try to keep that one in play. As we reach the 28th minute, Going into the 29th minute, still 0-0 here. Potros with the better chances so far. UFA yet to have a shot in this game. But they have shown some moments of danger with some of the balls over the top that haven't been dealt with. But it's Potros really being able to put the pressure on in high positions and winning the ball back, as we see once again. Here's Marietta trying to go himself. Almost runs out of space, but keeps it in play. Now trying himself again. There he is. Oh, and it's going to get called for a foul. The UFA player felt the touch in his back and decided to go down. Took a little bit of a risk, but ended up paying off for him as Marietta was trying to get around. Wasn't really a lot in that touch, but the UFA player was able to sell it enough for the ref to make the call. The foul was all the way in the penalty area. It's going to be taken about 5, 6, 7 yards outside. All looking for the wide area. Marietta once again winning that one. Here's Vincent Mendy playing to Isuka. Isuka looking for the run of Vincent Mendy. Dominic Mendy leaves it for his brother. Here's Vincent. Finds Dominic Mendy trying to flick it into the box. Runs into a UFA player. Tristan Hammonds winning that ball, but only to the UFA player who has space. Has to go back. The pressure continuing from Potros. Isuka winning it back high up the field. Here's Hugo Isuka playing it to Dominic Mendy. Leaves it for Melendez. Can Melendez get to it? The keeper tackling from behind. Can't get the ball. Takes out his own player. Melendez at the edge of the box. A nice hard challenge there. And here's Chris Johnson. Mateo Diaz thinking about the shot. Gets it low. But into the hands of the UFA keeper. Potros once again looking dangerous, but not able to unlock this game yet. Look at that one again as the play stopped. UFA player who got taken out by his own keeper was down. Not enough on that shot to really test the keeper. Able to see it all the way through into his hands. Again, that high pressure from the Potros team causing all sorts of problems for UFA. But not any that are going to result in any goals yet. It's the second time that a UFA player is needing some attention this match. Looks like as he's getting stretched out, potentially cramp. Again, we did see, mentioned it earlier, the UFA team did not get really a full warm-up in. They showed up late. Started the game almost without any warm-up. Cold and the wet. Definitely going to require some extra energy in their legs. Get through this game. They've only got about 3 subs as well. Potros with a full bench of 9 players. Yes, different options to take. One of them being Dalen Allen, who's coming down from the Premier squad. Not a U23 player, but came in to reinforce the squad this week to help out. Get some minutes. Starts on the bench today, but could be one player who sees time today. Here's Chris Johnson, another one of those. Not a U23 player, but coming in to help the squad. His ball was a well-weighted one, but the line for UFA was very high up the field. Made it difficult for the Potros players to make up the ground. Now UFA playing the ball forward. Marietta getting his head to it. Teo Diaz. Johnson's clearance hits off a UFA player. Daly sliding in, buying his team a little bit more time to come back and defend. Johnson recovering again on the second attempt and heading it out for a corner kick. UFA really only danger coming from those long balls over the top, forcing Potros to deal with them, trying to win the second balls. The times that they tried to play out from the back, Potros has done well to stop it from going through the midfield. Now UFA with a chance from the corner. Cross comes in. Buffett able to get his hands to it. Now trying to send the ball forward quickly. Almost got an assist earlier in the game. Here he comes to Dominic Mendy this time. Mendy winning the ball and high up the field. Pass challenge from behind. Keeps it under his control and can't get his control back. It loses his balance as he's trying to shoot. Plays it wide of the goal. Another ball over the top by Benji Profet, wearing the captain band today, has made an appearance this season with the premier team against FC Birmingham. Nearly got an assist in that game as well. Did get an assist in preseason with a throw that was thrown all the way from the penalty area behind the line. It was to Alejandro Melendez, who was able to score a really impressive goal in preseason. See if they're able to find some of that magic here today. Notably, the two scorers of the goals this season so far on the bench today, James Thier and Jordan Yaffin. Other options that CS has if the players who's getting the opportunity to start today are not able to find the back of the net. Got some goal scorers on the bench. Last time out, it's held to a scoreless game against Buford. Not for the lack of chances. They hit post about 4 times in that match as well. Hammonds getting the players forward, going to be putting the ball into a dangerous area. Comes off of a UFA player, now Potros will have a corner of their own. A lot of big, tall options in the box. They'll have to make good runs and try to get into the right positions to win these headers. They won't have a lot of physical advantage. Marietta looking to put the shot, the cross in low in the front. Not dealt with by the UFA player, bounces around, shouts for a handball. It's hard to tell from here what exactly happened. And UFA with a chance on the counterattack. Playing the ball back with pressure in his back. Now over the top, Hammonds is back to support. Fry was the one who got his head to it though. Now ball looking to get in behind, Daly in the right place. And Dominic Mendy came from an offside position to win that header. Will give a free kick to UFA. Once again, this time they go short. Trying to catch Potros off. Johnson late to it, but the pass to the middle was to the feet of Brendan Fry. UFA able to play through the middle with the pressure, with the back line of Potros dropped back. Johnson. Foul called against UFA. As Johnson came back to defend, he got his body in between and was pulled down by the UFA player. Profet getting it down in his own box, pushing the team up. As Melendez jumped up for the header, the UFA player came through his back, did not make contact with the ball, and a foul is going to be called in favor of Potros. Just under 9 minutes to go in this first half. Still 0-0. A substitute getting ready for Potros. Try to see who it is. Okay, will happen after this free kick. Looks like it'll be Dalen Allen who's getting ready to come in. We'll see who he replaces. Ball into the box, headed by UFA backwards, and then cleared on the second and third attempt. Here's Hammonds. Played into the middle. UFA player picks it up. Mateo Diaz there to put the pressure on. Potros recovering well from the free kick. Ugo Isuka coming back to help defend. Great work from him today so far. Profet playing in behind. Melendez on the far side, not able to keep it in play. Now we'll see the sub happen. Player coming on, I believe, is Dalen Allen. And he will be replacing Dominic Mendy. 39th minute, Dalen Allen enters the game. Dominic Mendy gets replaced. Dalen Allen, not a U23 player, comes in from the Premier side to help. Gets his minutes today. We'll get about 50 minutes. Here's UFA. Marietta putting a challenge in. To the middle, Daly gets it back. Here comes UFA again. Gonna get it from a wide position, cross knot. Finding a teammate. Hammonds clears, Melendez picks it up. Melendez with pressure from all around. Johnson there to put a tackle in. Gets it up the field. Or headed out for another Potros throw. Daly playing it back to Prophet. Has pressure from UFA. Here's Hammonds. Gets it wide to Marietta. Fry with plenty of space to turn. Now finding Isuka in the middle. Back to Fry, still with space. Pressure coming now from behind. And a ball over the top. Finds the UFA player with no pressure, but he gives the ball back to Fry. Fry finding Diaz. Diaz, a little bit of a miscommunication there with Isuka. Played it to his back. UFA trying to play the ball forward. Now Isuka has space. This game's wide open right now. Ball through the middle. Oh, and Dalen Allen looking for Allen. He thought about making the run, hesitated for just a second, and that put it away from him. He didn't want to be offside, so he tried to time his run. Beta winning another ball. Hammonds calmly has pressure from behind. Does well. Hit the pressure. Beta now to the feet of Allen. Allen with a nice flick to Mendy. But Mendy had just veered offside. But once again, Isuka, that time his touch is too heavy. And a chance here for UFA from a tight angle, but the flag goes up for offside, but the play will stop right there. See a little bit of tiredness from the legs, a little bit of ball watching as the probably mental focus starting to drop a bit as they start to get a little bit more tired. Rainy, wet, cold day, a little bit more energy on the bodies of these players, but they gotta stay focused as the game is wide open right now. Either team could capitalize before this half. Here's Marietta. Plays it to the space in front of Fry. Fry looking is up for a cross. Looking for Dalen Allen. Keeper comes out, wins the first one. Mateo Diaz. Diaz. A goal kick going to be called. Diaz was not happy as the pressure came from behind him as he was taking the shot. Felt that it put him off balance. No call made. Referee's now stopping the play to talk to the player. Talking to Diaz. We'll see that one again. A really dangerous cross from Fry. Keeper did well. And here as the ball fell to Mateo Diaz. Had the push from behind, put him off balance, but no foul. And now a foul called on Dalen Allen instead. Reached the final minutes of this first half. Game's starting to pick up, game's starting to open up as the middle of the field's been pretty open for the last 5 to 10 minutes. Either side able to find the opening goal just yet. Here comes UFA with the ball over the top. Daly there to get to it. Mendy with the helping it on its way. Now ball back in the middle. Mendy gets it in behind. Here's a chance for Melendez. Gets into a tough angle, still with the ball though. Driving into the box, but doesn't get control. And a goal kick. UFA continuing to be pushed back in their own half. Go back all the way to the keeper once again. This time they find the ball in the middle. Lost right away. Potros back in possession. Three minutes going to be added in this first half. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Ball put in by Chris Johnson, finding Dalen Allen. Ball made by the center ref. Looks like it was a late challenge on the far side as the UFA player is down there. Then a foul. Did not see it from here. Again, we're on the opposite side of the field. It's difficult to see exactly what's happening down there. We're now into added time. We heard from the center ref 3 minutes will be added. Minimum of 3. Midfield battle continues to be important in this game. Won by Potros again. Here's Allen trying to flick the ball through. Not able to get it through. Marietta in the way again. Leaves it. Mateo Diaz helping out and Prophet picking up the ball that went into the box. Prophet putting the ball in behind again. Dealt with this time by UFA. Second ball falls to Fry. His touch was heavy, but Allen was there to help him out. Marietta coming forward to pick up the loose ball in the middle. How much time was that? A minute into added time, 2 minutes remaining. Neither side able to break the deadlocks just yet. A ball into the middle is going to fall to the feet of Isuka. Tried to put it forward one time to Melendez. It was too close to the UFA player. Now UFA a chance to put the ball forward again. Marietta missed time that time. Chance here for UFA. Marietta puts a tackle in, slowing the player down. Now the ball forward. Hammonds in the way to get it out for a corner. Just over a minute remaining. One last opportunity possibly for UFA from this corner. Decides to go into the box at the back post. Prophet drops it. Ball's cleared into a UFA player. And a shot from the edge of the box blocked again. And Johnson with space in front of him, but just can't get control. Now they have to defend again. Johnson wins it back right away. Now playing it forward to the feet of Allen. Allen has a runner in front of him. Plays it to Melendez. Keeper's off his line. Melendez gets to it first. And a goal kick called. Cleanly, according to the ref, on the keeper coming off his line. UFA puts the ball back into play. Final seconds of this half. The ball in, won by Diaz. Isuka trying to get it forward. Foul called against Isuka as he wrapped his leg around the UFA player. Made some contact, so that was enough for the ref to call the foul. That will likely bring us to halftime as we're already over the 3 minutes, unless the referee decides to add a few more seconds. Probably going to allow this ball into the danger area and see where it goes. Gonna let the ball go in one direction, most likely. If it changes directions, the game will be called. He goes short. And that's gonna be the halftime whistle. So 0-0 at halftime. Potros with the better chances of the two teams. They put the pressure on from the beginning, but not able to capitalize on the mistakes or the opportunities that they've had. We'll have to see what Macias decides to do in the second half to try to get them back in front in this game. We'll be back in about 15 minutes to bring you the second half. Moments away from the second half, still 0-0 here at Marietta High School. About a minute to go before the second half starts. Referees back on the field. See if any team makes any changes, but neither side able to break the deadlock. Potros with the better chances of the two teams. We can take a look at probably the best opportunity of the first half was this one here, I believe. This one here from Ugo Isuka as the ball came over the top. Was able to get the ball first, but the keeper came out. First shouts for a penalty kick, but eventually it was called as a apologies about that in the music. But eventually it was called as a goal kick as the contact was deemed as a coming together, not as a foul. We can see it one more time. It was a ball over the top, not dealt with by UFA. Usuka got onto it, and then there the keeper put his hands up, did not go towards the player. As a consequence of the player's movement, collided with the keeper. So it was the right decision in our opinion here at Marietta Franklin Gateway Sports Complex. UFA now taking the field. Potros following after. 45 minutes to go. Can UFA hold on to their unbeaten streak so far this season? Can Potros bounce back from the 4-0 defeat? They were in a 0-0 at halftime in that game as well, so the beginning of the second half will be crucial for Potros to make sure that they do not concede. They started to have very strong against Buford, but then gave away a free kick cheaply in the first couple minutes of the second half, and that completely changed the game after that. So they need to be focused here in the beginning, continue the pressure that they put in the first half, but finish those chances and come away with the win so that they can continue their season in a strong way. No game this week for the premier team. Next week we will be bringing you a doubleheader down in Dalton, Georgia, as Potros FC U23 takes on North Georgia 2, and then following that game, Potros FC's premier team will be taking on North Georgia United in U.S. Open Cup qualifying round 2. So we'll bring you both games here on the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and look out for those matches as they come out throughout the week. The links will be available. A substitute for UFA, so they'll make, it looks like one change. Potros will come out unchanged in the second half. Only one change in the first half, which was the entrance of Dalen Allen replacing Dominic Mendy. Referee checks his watch. UFA players get into position, and we're ready to go for the second half here in UPSL Georgia Division 1 North Group. Testing. Okay. Underway, 45 minutes. Can either of these teams get the 3 points? Will it stay drawn? Ball's all the way back to the UFA keeper from the start. Played into the space. It takes a heavy bounce. A nice flick on there from UFA, and they play it down the line. Johnson trying to recover. Ball played in, but behind the UFA player, Profet will be able to get in that one. So quick play there from UFA. Profet with the long throw all the way past the half field. Won by UFA on the first and second ball. Marietta getting across to win the third one. It falls in the path of a UFA player from a tight angle. Johnson doing extremely well to get his body in between and winning the goal kick. You can see the experience of Chris Johnson coming into the U23 squad as a reinforcement. And actually a corner kick's going to be called. So all the hard work that he did ends up not being for much as the referees decide to give UFA a corner. But unfortunate there for Chris Johnson, who did really well to shield that one out. From where we're standing, did not see a touch on him. Referees disagreed. Now the ball played in short. Looking for the cross. Goes out for a throw. Johnson again showing his leadership, getting the team focused. This was a similar position where they gave up the penalty kick last week. This time, a foul called against Nolan Daly. So, two decisions going against Potros early in this half, leaving UFA in a dangerous position. Luckily for Potros, it was called outside the box. It was very close to the edge. So Daly didn't do much. there wasn't really much else for him to do in that situation as he held his body strong, and the referee said it was a two-handed push. We did not see that from up here. Free kick from a tight angle, like a corner from a little bit closer, put to the back post over everyone. It was too close to the box to try to swing it in. Very similar to the field that Potros played at last week against Buford. That was about the distance to the corner flag, was the way that free kick was taken. This time, be a goal kick for Potros. Benji Prophet lays it down, pushes his team up. Ends it wide. Johnson flicks it on with the header behind Melendez, not able to get it under control. Newly interplayed for UFA gets the throw back into play. Allen coming to put pressure. Cross in. Hammonds deals with the first one. Touch was behind the UFA player, and the pressure from Johnson forcing that ball out, forcing the UFA player to send it in. Now back into play. Here's Nolan Daly. Not getting the right contact. A little bit slow start for Potros here. Second half, not getting the right contacts. Maybe didn't get their legs warm enough. Let's see if they can adjust and warm up into this half. UFA so far putting the pressure on. Johnson winning it back. He's had a good start to the second half. Plays it in behind. Dalen Allen running it down. Back on his feet, and the UFA player is able to flick it out for a throw. And Potros now, thanks to Chris Johnson's hard work, now in attacking position. Here's Melendez, puts a cross into the box. Isuka tried to bring it down. Falls to the far post to Marietta, loses his balance as he tried to control it. UFA with a chance to counter. Ball flicked in, Hammonds gets in front. Marietta. King Vincent Mendy. All in behind by Fry. Mendy continuing his run. And a foul called. UFA showing their difficultness to beat. Got 2 clean sheets in their last 2 games against Dalton United's second team and Club the Strongest Atlanta. They started the season off with a 3-3 draw against Mableton FC. Or now facing Potros, and so far have been strong defensively despite some mistakes. They've done well to force the mistakes from Potros in the front, and a ball comes in, flicked on the near post, and that's really the first real opportunity for UFA in this game from the corner. Prophet saw it all the way through, didn't even need to go for it. And he'll get the ball back in quickly. Trying to play it down the line. It's gonna swing here. Melendez can't keep it in play. But just not sure if there's a wind maybe in the side of Potros, but not able to really get the ball forward like they were in the first half. Here's a chance for UFA, play across the front, and that one's in the back of the net. So bad start of the second half for Potros. They've been stuck in their half from the start, and UFA take advantage and get the score opening despite the control that Potros had in the first half. Not able to replicate it here early on. UFA take the lead. Nothing that Benji Prophet could do about that one. But a slow start in the second half, something we saw last week against Buford as well, something that Macias is going to need to address with this team. Started the first half very strong, put the pressure on from the start to the finish, came into the second half and just cannot get anything into this game. Rain starts to come down a little bit heavier. Look up to the heavens looking for something. Here's Hammonds getting the ball forward. UFA dealing with the first ball. Second ball's loose in the middle. UFA bring it down. A nice flick there to bring the ball forward once again. Potros scrambling to get it back. Johnson eventually getting it there, playing it forward once again. Not really able to get control of the ball today so far in this half. Here's Vincent Mendy with a nice flick forward to Basuka. It's just too far from him, too close to the UFA player. Johnson now putting a ball in behind. Allen gets his head to it, but only to roll into the hands of the goalkeeper. UFA again. Laying out from the back through the middle, which they were not really able to do in the first half. They've been able to do it in the second half so far. Here's Brendan Fry. Finds the feet of Melendez. Pressure on him, loses possession once again. Now UFA again in the attack. Plays it in behind. Hammond's there to flick it out. Flag comes up for offside now. Buffett's long ball looking for Isuka. This time Diaz gets it wide to Johnson. Kenda gets a little bit of possession here. Decided to go long instead. Bounces into the box. And now UFA coming from the near side once again. Trying to go down the line. Daly's in the way that time. Now the ball brought down in control. Can they keep it? Ball given away once again. Potros FC U23 just not able to control the ball in this half. They're rushing the ball forward. They've got plenty of time. We saw it last week against Buford. They were able to control the game for long periods of time in that game, but then they get a little bit of impatience and start to force the ball when they don't need to, which then gives the possession away and takes away all the momentum that they've been building up to that point. See if Macias looks like he's got some substitutes getting ready. It's potentially a way to maybe change that bit of panic right now in the team. And Marietta gets to it. Marietta hasn't really been in having the ball in this half, and he's been one of those players who really helped calm the game down in the first half. Johnson got a touch there, enough to put the player off. Now Johnson here on the near side is going to clear it down the field again. Pressure from Isuka and UFA forcing the ball straight up in the air. Physical battle right here in front of us. Johnson gets to it again. Bailey bringing that ball to the feet of Johnson. Back to Hammonds. Goes long to the feet of Mendy. Mendy trying to turn with it. Wins it back on the second attempt. Mendy still continuing. Pulled in the process. It's going to be a yellow card shown. Referee so far checking on the player. Hasn't pulled out a card. Does have a card in his hand. Now it does come out, and it will be shown to the UFA player. Free kick for Potros, a chance to try to get back into this game. Like they'll make a substitute before the free kick, maybe after. I believe that's James Thierer, I believe. It's lined up at the half field. Marietta over the ball for the free kick. Marietta to the back post. Isuka's up. Doesn't get the contact. Now ball over the top. It's gonna roll all the way to Prophet. Lets it go into the box and now picks it up. Rolls out to the feet of Hammonds. Daly with pressure from both sides. Calmly plays it to the middle to Allen's feet. Allen flicks it on to Fry. Fry with pressure. Fry going himself towards the line. Still Fry. Now the tackle comes in from UFA to get it out for Potros throw. And now we will see the sub. And that's going to be Alejandro Melendez, the one being replaced. And the player coming in is James Thierer, the player who scored 2 goals in the opening match against Chattanooga FC U23s. Didn't start today, but comes off the bench looking to try to get back to scoring ways. Had some good opportunities against Buford last week. Come into that left wing position. See what he can do for these final 33 minutes. Ball, here's his first touch, ball to him. Tried to flick it back on to Johnson. Now UFA with a chance to quickly break. Nolan Daly there to break it down, but his challenge wasn't enough. Isuka coming back to help defensively. Corner kick for UFA. All from the corner, played short. All the way across. That was Vincent Mendy there. He did enough touch, and then Profet picked it up. A long throw over the top. Here's Allen, if he can bring it down. Has Thierer with him. Now finds Thierer from a tight angle. Has pressure coming on the side. And tries to keep it in play. Does enough, and then a ball cleared straight to the middle. Allen not able to control. Here's Chris Johnson with the throw. Thierer tried to flick it into the box. Doesn't get the right contact. It's going to roll for a goal kick. Things starting to heat up, starting to pick up. Potros feeling like they're going to want to take those first 5 minutes of the second half back. Did not start well. Now they're starting to get a little bit more into it, but that one mistake there from Marietta. But Hammond's able to make up for it. UFA back in the attacking positions. UFA coming down the line, a nice tackle there. I believe that was Teo Diaz, I believe, who came across to help out, putting that tackle in. Another corner for UFA. Played it short again. Trying to get a different angle for the cross. Johnson's going to get up to it. Comes off the back of a UFA player. And now they're able to come away a chance to break. Johnson playing in front of James Thierer. Going to be too heavy for him, not able to keep it in play. Came from his blind side. He wasn't able to see the ball. Had to slow down his run to find the path of the ball. And by the time he found it, wasn't able to change his speed quick enough to keep it in. A couple of players warming up for Potros. I believe Abraham Gonzalez is one of them. Let's see who the other one is from here. Here's Fry. Flicking it to the middle. Comes off of the, I believe it came off the arm of the UFA player, but he was laying on the ground. The Isuka tried to play it around him and just comes off of him. At this moment, it looks like a direct free kick, so I believe it was a handball call. The arm comes up, then we'll probably say it was a playing in a dangerous manner. Arm doesn't come up, so it looks like it's going to be a handball and a direct free kick. Chris Johnson over it. Going to put a cross in, goes all the way to the back. It flicks down. Keeper out. Loose ball, and keeper jumps on top of it on the second attempt. I think he missed the ball on the first attempt, and the Potros player didn't see the path of the ball either. Now UFA, a nice ball to the wide player. Potros still recovering back in defense. Cross in from UFA, too close to the keeper. It's going to be Benji or Profit's ball. Profit trying to play it over behind once again. Takes a bounce, UFA player in the way. Johnson with a hard challenge on the near side, doesn't get the ball back. Ball played to the middle, won this time by Diaz. Ball slipped on through the slick surface of this wet turf. Balls are going to bounce around. It's going to be hard to predict where it moves. Got to be smart. Got to be patient and not give up on the balls. Here's a chance now for UFA. As ball's played wide, cross in to the back post. Profet had to flick it on over the crossbar. UFA with another corner and a substitute getting ready for them. Player goes off on the goal line. New player enters this corner. They've gone short the last couple times. They go short again. This time played to the edge of the box. Difficult ball to control, has pressure. Played back out wide. Here's UFA. Looking for the chance to put a cross in, pressure from Potros on both sides. Now cleared out for a throw. Still only the two changes for Potros, Thier and Allen. He definitely had the bulk of the chances in the first half. Second half, it's been almost all UFA. Potros not really able to get any control so far. Had a few chances to get up the field. Foul called now. I believe that was against Diaz. Shooting opportunity. Bit of a tight angle for a shot, but not that much distance, probably about 25 yards to goal. Could potentially look to put a cross in from that position. Goes to the back post, shot too high, doesn't come down. Goal kick for Potros. Better goal kick there, that time from Profit. UFA back in the attack again. Flicking the ball into the far side, flag stays down. Daly in the way. Shot from the edge of the box. Danger there. Substitute getting ready for Potros. It's Jordan Yaffin coming in to replace Ugo Isuka. Isuka was probably the standout player from the first half. Had great opportunities, but was not able to finish them. His day will be done today, and Jordan Yaffin will replace him. UFA being first to every long ball right now. But now Yaffin gets his first touch of the game, winning the ball back. Here's Thier on the near side. Thier trying to play with Johnson. Good play there to the middle to Diaz. Allen flicking it out wide to Marietta. This is better from Potros. Has runners into the box, puts a cross in, dealt with first time by UFA. Second ball is loose, and UFA will get to it. Two more subs for Potros on the halfway line. Hammonds not able to control that one. Had a little bit more time. I think he thought that he was under more pressure than he was. And now Eli Salinas and Abraham Gonzalez will enter the match. Nolan Daly is one of the ones replaced. So Eli Salinas will replace Nolan Daly. Abraham Gonzalez replaces Vincent Mendy. Two new players entering the game for Potros. See if they can make the difference to help get them back into the game. Cross in from UFA, headed away by Marietta. Now Gonzalez, his first touch of the game. Plays a ball in behind. UFA players to it. Ball back to the corners behind the UFA player. Runs out of space on the field and will be a Potros throw. Here's Marietta. Thrown in. Comes off the hand of a UFA player. Be a free kick for Potros. I believe that was Yafin who came over the far side, winning the free kick. Marietta going to be the one over it to put the ball into the box. See if they can get one back here. They're running out of time. About 22 minutes remaining. We're about the halfway point of the second half. Final 25% of the game left to play. 5 substitutes made by Potros. Marietta cross to the front post. Comes to Allen. Diaz with a chance to put another cross in. Finds the feet of Gonzalez. Wide to Thierer. Thierer's cross blocked off by a UFA player. Diaz with the throw to the corner, looking for Yafin. Actually was looking for Fry. Here's Johnson, winning it back. Using his strength. But this time plays it right into a UFA player. UFA coming forward. A great save there by Prophet. At a tight angle, a shot from UFA. Not able to deal with the player coming forward. They win another corner. They'll look to play it short. Have to wait to see the replay on that one. This time they go on the ground but long, and Hammonds wins the first header, put back in by the UFA player for a goal kick. We'll see that chance again, that save from Benji Prophet on the near post. Started with a pass looking to go through the middle that was picked out by UFA, and then from the tight angle was able to flick it onto the near post. Prophet did well to stop it from sneaking into that corner. Now another opportunity here for UFA. This time flicked onto the back post wide. UFA 2 back-to-back opportunities. This one was probably a little bit better, but it was not able to get it on target this time. See it again. It starts with that ball from the goal kick. UFA winning the first and second balls. Something that you don't want to see at this point in the game. Ball back into play by Potros. They played short on the goal kick. Played it through back to Prophet, and Prophet forward. Fry not able to control that time. Good recovery there from the Potros. Marietta to get it back. Here's Johnson. Plays it wide. Fear. Has space to turn. Has white players in front of him if he can find them. Now goes long, looking for Marietta, but right to the UFA player instead. A missed touch there from Hammonds. A drive into the box by the UFA player. A nice tackle there from Eli Salinas to stop the chance. 3 back-to-back opportunities for UFA. Potros dealing well with that one, but they've got to be stronger in that middle of the field, not giving the ball away. Hammonds does so again. Another chance for UFA. 4th one in a couple of minutes, and a chance there, but wide once again. UFA is going to want these back. They could come back to bite them if those misses. And another substitute for Potros. I believe that's Kareem Isaac coming in, replacing Mateo Diaz. Hopefully trying to help solidify the midfield, which the midfield battle has been lost for most of the second half. This time, Isai wins it back right away. Trying to play it wide, not dealt with by UFA. Thera puts it back in the middle. Here's Yafin, brings it to his left foot, shot into the hands of the UFA keeper. Good work there from Kareem Isai as he just entered the game. Bring it down and find his teammate, something that they haven't done much of in this first half. Second half, I should say. All over the top, dealt with by Salinas on the first one. Put back forward by UFA. And trying to go back, but there's Marietta. Wins a free kick. Again, the midfield wide open in this game. UFA have been in control for almost the entire second half. Had opportunity after opportunity, should be more than one goal up at this point. Potros with a lifeline, able to stay only within one, but they haven't been creating the danger that they need to get back into this game. Ball over the top, finds the feet of Dalen Allen, brings it down for Thera. Thera gets it back to Allen in the middle. His touch is too heavy and given away back to UFA. They need more control there from the more control from these reinforcements coming down from Premier like Dalen Allen. Can't be giving away the ball so easily. UFA back under the ball. Trying to play through the middle. Isaac gets in the way with Yafin. Yafin trying to get it through. Working together. Here's Fry. Fry's ball behind Gonzalez. Ball played back to the keeper. Cleared forward. Yafin trying to win it. That was actually Isat. Commits a foul. Here's Marietta, finding the space and taking it himself. Runs out of space and gets his body in between in order to avoid losing the ball, and ends up winning a foul instead, and a yellow card shown to the UFA player. Salinas over the ball. Feel that you feel that there's plenty of opportunities for them to play the simple pass, and they try to go for the long switch, losing possession or making a 50-50 ball. UFA's been the better of the two sides in the second half to win those. Chance to bring it down here. Gonzalez puts it into the box, won by UFA at the edge. Here's Yafin with a shot. Oh, it does not swing in, but it took a deflection. It will be a corner kick. $15 minutes remaining. An opportunity from Jordan Yafin, nearly cutting level. It's not the kind of chances you want to rely on, but they'll take anything at this point with the game running down. Cross coming in. I believe that's Marietta who came across to take it. Puts it to the back post. Potros player up. Got a touch. Here's Abraham Gonzalez. Puts the ball back in. Keeper gets to the first one, punches away. Space for the UFA player to break. Marietta winning it back, playing it to the feet of Thier. Thier trying to play it. It's behind Allen. So many times again, those balls through the middle. Instead of to the feet of the player, it's playing it in between where the UFA players can get in between and winning it back. Opportunities lost from those balls. Salinas throws it back into Marietta. Salinas playing it now down the line.
They're good. Let's go. One there. Yes. Win again. Where you are.
Brendan Fry able to keep it in play here on the near side, but still UFA getting in the way, not allowing the ball out. Fry put a tackle in, now Salinas clears forward. Thera brings it down. Fry, late challenge there. You gotta feel that's gotta be a card on that one. It was late from behind. Referee not showing any cards. There was it felt like no attempt to play the ball there. Lucky to still be on the field. Marietta gonna put the ball in behind. Over Johnson, not able to get his head on it. Marietta blocking the ball forward, but UFA back on it. Can't keep it in the play. Here's Marietta. Throwing over the ball, over the top. Won by UFA again, and again to the UFA's feet in the middle by themselves. Putting the ball into the middle. Gonzalez with a push in his back, not able to control it. Hammond's carrying the ball forward. In behind for Johnson. Johnson keeps it in on the far side. Now cross into Dalen Allen. Allen runs straight into a UFA player, as we've seen time and time again in this half. Here's Thera. Thera cutting inside, putting across to the back post. Won by UFA. Johnson there, puts it back across. Keeper punches out, ball's loose there. Header coming in. Cleared away on the last minute. Chased it on the near post. And it's in by Jordan Yaffin, I believe, gets the last touch on it. Potros with a goal late in this match. Jordan Yaffin gets his second goal of the season. It continued with the play. It bounced around. Keeper came out and punched away. 10 minutes to go. They're back level. And ball bouncing around there. Johnson heads it across, and Yaffin, with a bit of acrobatics, gets his foot around the ball, flicks it into the near post, and Potros are level in this match with 10 minutes to go. UFA was putting all the pressure since the beginning of the second half. They were winning every 50-50 ball, finding the spaces. Potros did not give up. They were putting balls in dangerous area. Really didn't have many chances at all in the second half. And out of nothing, now the game is level. Can they dig deep and find something to win this match and take away all 3 points? Ball played forward. Hammond's heads down. UFA trying to come again. One back by Potros. Here comes Potros again. Brendan Fry coming out to the wide area. Puts a ball into the middle. Looking for Allen. UFA gets to it first. Here's Abraham Gonzalez. Flicks it back to Fry. There's a new wave of energy here. New life for Potros. Marietta flicks it to the middle. Yaffin trying to flick it forward. Allen on a tight angle. Allen! The chance was there to take the lead. Potros getting so close. Their energy just coming out of nowhere. The new life in these final minutes. Great connections there from Gonzalez, from Fry, from Yaffin to flick that one forward, and from the tight angle hits it over the goal. Game continues on. Still level 1-1. UFA trying to play out from the back again. Pressure now from Potros. Ball back to the back. Now all the way to the keeper. Going to be cleared out. To the middle. Johnson there to get up. Doesn't win the first one. Commits a foul on the second one. Ball into the box, left by Salinas, and there was a UFA player coming in, but it was too far for him. Ends up being a goal kick. Here's Johnson, has space in front of him. Plays it in for Dalen Allen. Challenge there from UFA to get it away from danger.
Come on, let's make jump rope. Wait, I didn't know if I should get to the ball.
Hey, Jalen, go. Hey, control. Move that. Up.
Ball in for Allen. Flicks it back to the edge of the box. Pressure from Potros, gets into the box. That was Gonzalez and wins a corner. One more sub getting ready to come in for Potros. I believe it's Lamario Bailey. Try to confirm in a second. It is Lamario Bailey. Taking out Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson with a great performance today, coming into the U23 side to help solidify and bring his experience. The final substitute for Abraham Macias as Lamario Bailey comes in. Look in these final 5 minutes to try to win the game. One more substitute for UFA as well. Cross in to the front post. Keeper heads and punches away. Ball put back into play. Here's here. Not able to flick it. Put it back into the box by Allen. Still not able to be cleared. This time it is only as far as Bailey. Brought down. Thier's shot blocked. Allen, back to the edge of the box, a chance for Fry, shots blocked, it's still forward, it's loose. UFA dealing with it well, clearing forward. Hammond's the last one back, dealing with it, getting it forward to himself. Pressure from UFA, Kareem Aysat does well to get under possession, flicks it back to Marietta. Has pressure, turns with it. Wide to Thier. Here's Aysat, forward to Yapin, flicked onto Bailey, it was a bit behind him, not able to control. UFA back in the throw. Game is almost over, still level at 1. Ball forward by UFA. Hammond's coming across once again, plays it forward, finds the feet of, I believe that's Abraham Gonzalez, gets past one, has white shirts in front of him, does well to find the man in the middle. Nice flick on there, Abraham Gonzalez on the far side. Tried to go past the player himself, gets it back in the corner, wins a throw. offside called on Abraham Gonzalez there on the far corner as he took the throw, found the feet of his teammate, played it back to him. Ball's being taken from the middle. It's got to be taken from a wider position, which is what the referee's telling the goalkeeper to do now. Thank you everyone for watching and tuning in as we get to these final minutes. Remember, we're back next week for a doubleheader at North Georgia United. The U23s will take on North Georgia United 2 at 3 p.m. And then the premier team will play North Georgia United in U.S. Open Cup qualifying at 7 p.m. We will bring you both of those matches here on the Potros FC YouTube channel, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Here's a ball by Marietta back into the middle. Still time for either of these teams to steal all 3 points. UFA is able to bring it down, but not able to find a teammate as Marietta puts that ball back in. No one for Potros. Allen was in an offside position, so he waited. And now he puts the pressure on, and Potros not able to control that ball forward. Here's UFA once again, taking their time. Ball played through the middle. Chance here for UFA. Tackle in from Marietta. Great work from him. Second one won by him as well. Still with UFA though. Has pressure all around. Nice 1-2 play there through the middle, but that time it's back forward to Marietta again. Has pressure. Does well. Calmly turns with the ball. Forward to Isat. Isat play in behind. Bailey gonna try to get to it first. It's a foot race here. UFA actually is gonna get to it. Shielding it off. Gonna be a goal kick for UFA. We get close to the added time. We'll try to see. Looks like we're going to have 4 minutes of added time from the center official. Ball played in short by UFA. Now played long down the field in the ground. No Potros player in the way there. UFA putting the ball back to the back post. Prophet will keep it in play. Now trying to get his players forward. Plays it all the way behind. Headed by a UFA player, but only into the path of Dalen Allen. And the ball's going to be finished here. Goal! It came on. It came from the defender of UFA. So the referee's going to have to talk to his assistant referee who the flag comes up. It came from a UFA player. So the player could not be in an offside position. It's got to be a mistake from the assistant referee. The referee's going to talk to him. The play was continued. The ball went in before the whistle came. So the goal can stand. The play was not stopped. Seeing referees talking to Abraham Macias. Referees talking as well. It was very clearly from the defender, the ball. So referee looking. No, he decides to call the offside. Surprisingly there, the goal does not stand. An offside call from a pass from the UFA player who played it back into the player of Potros and was called for offside because of that. Score continues 1-1, a very unfortunate play there. Header by Thier goes out for a corner. Don't think we got it on the replay, honestly, because of all the things that were happening. We didn't get the actual play in time. And now a corner for UFA. We're in the second minute of added time. Another chance here for Potros. The ball hits the referee. Will be a chance for them to get the ball with the goalkeeper. Benji Prophet plays it forward to Mario Bailey. Heads it down to the middle to Kareem Isat. Brings it down with time. Here's James Thier. Has 4 white players in front of him. Looking for the run of Dalen Allen. Allen with another chance. He finished the last one. Can he do it again? Allen with pressure gets it back out wide to Thier. Wins a throw. Thrown into Isat. Eyesight putting it into the box. A header from Bailey goes behind Gonzalez. Looked like it was going through to Gonzalez if he didn't touch it. He has a chance. Hammonds gets his head to it. Eyesight brings it down. Eyesight plays it forward. A mistake there from the UFA player. Goes to the feet of Allen. Another offside call with a pass from the UFA player. The assistant referee twice putting the flag up against the UFA defender, playing it back. Not allowing Potros to finish. The referee calling it that time before the shot finished, so he can't change his decision. But another mistake there from the referees. Just, you have to be questioning, what are they doing here? Here's Gonzalez. Another opportunity, gets it forward to Yappin. Can't keep it in. Can he keep it in play? Does enough to win a corner. Last opportunity, possibly. 1 minute to go. Ball cross put in to the far side. Nobody there for Potros. UFA with a chance to attack here. Here with the effort to come back and defend. A UFA with time to turn. Marietta in the way there. Gonzalez. Eyesight. Bailey flicks it into the middle. Here's Allen. Won by UFA in the header. Gonzalez trying to win it back, high up the field. Ball played forward only to Marietta. Here's Salinas. Salinas gets it wide. Cross to the back post. Bailey misses the ball there. It wasn't meant to be for Potros today. There goes the final whistle. 2 goals disallowed for Potros from balls that were played back by a UFA player to the forward. Offside flag came up, and that's going to be the difference in the game. Potros should have won, but that's at this level, there's nothing you can do about it but shake your head and move on to the next one. We'll have to see. They had other chances, but they couldn't put them away. When they got the chance that they needed fairly, they was taken away from them, and they'll have to come back next week against North Georgia United 2 and try to do even better. It really comes down to the mistakes that they made at the beginning of the second half, allowing UFA to take the lead, and we will see what happens next week and how these teams respond. Remember, next week it will be a doubleheader out in Dalton, Georgia. We'll bring you that one here, so join us then.